And the reading of our understanding Midori Shinshu by our Dharma School student Ah Tye. When our Dharma School students reach the mic, please stand for the readings of the three treasures and our understanding Midori Shinshu.
Three treasures. Three treasures. Now we are living it. Rare is its encounter the teaching of Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth.
I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of way we live and awaken within us our highest aspirations. Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal friendship, freed from our selfish behavior by taking responsibility.
Even through ages of mirrors of culpus, hard to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Nakata's teaching.
Namo Amida
Namo
Our understanding of Jodo Shinshu. I am one of everyone.
I am part of the world. I always receive help and support from others, which is called other power, to make my life enjoyable. Although I cannot always be kind and gentle to others, others always help me to make my life enjoyable. How grateful I am that other people's help and support appear here and there to make my life enjoyable.
When
I feel the kindness of others, saying Namo Amida becomes my expression of deep gratitude.
Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Please be still.
Next, we will have the flower offering by our Dharma School students, Zenith and Avery. Thank you. For this morning's Fresno Buddhist Temple Friends and Family Lay Service, we will hear the Dharma from one of our regularly attending Sangha members, Mr. Gary Tsudama. Mr. Tsudama will now share part of his life experience in his Dharma talk through his video presentation of Why I Come to Service Each Sunday.
We are so happy and excited to have with us this morning Mr. Gary Tsudama, who will share why he comes to temple every week. So, for my first question, why are you a Buddhist?
Why am I a Buddhist? I had 7 siblings, and we all went to church. When I was little, my mother used to take me to church. And ever since then, I've been a Buddhist. No change all the way.
And what is it about Buddhism that even as an adult that you continued to live your life as a Buddhist?
Why? I think it's a fundamentally simple religion to follow. I think, of course, I come to listen to the Dhamma, but it goes one ear out the other. Maybe one of these days it'll stop in my head. Yeah, that's it.
And so, coming to the thinking about the Dharma then, is there a message or is there something that guides you in your life the teachings?
No. I hate to say it, but there's nothing that guides me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just come to listen to the Dharma.
And-
Maybe some of it has stayed in my head.
That's wonderful. And then, how long have you been coming to the Fresno Buddhist Temple?
Since 1952.
And you attended church previously?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you grow up?
Stockton, California. I was a Buddhist there.
And so growing up, did you go to Dharma school?
Oh yes. We had Sunday school every Sunday, just like here. And I went, and we had, all of my friends are Japanese speaking. So we spoke Japanese until I started going kindergarten. Then I had to learn English. That's what happened.
Oh, so you started Dharma school when you were in kindergarten? From, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And may I ask how old you are now?
98.
98. And so from your Dharma school, Sunday school back then, do you have a recollection or a fond memory when you were young, little?
All I remember is how to play. With the rest of the kids. Yes, in Stockton, we had several ministers. In fact, we had about 5 ministers at one time. And that's the reason why I can't figure out why Stockton wasn't a big swing. But I found out no need, I guess. Because all the ministers took care of the vicinity of Stockton. French Camp Linden, all Tracy, Cortez, Linden. Yeah.
So there was a large Japanese population.
Yes, there was in Stockton.
And so, but it was in Japanese and English then. The services were in Japanese and English. Were the ministers at that time, did they speak English?
Most of them spoke Japanese.
So their Dharma message was in Japanese.
Mostly, yes.
And most of you understood Japanese then? You
At that
understood?
time, yes.
Uh-huh.
Because at home we spoke nothing but Japanese until evacuation, I guess.
And so, you know, now that you do mention evacuation, and when you were in camp, they continued to have
Sunday school.
they continue to have Sunday school. So, did the Stockton ministers come with you? Where were you relocated?
I relocated to Arizona, Gila River. Reason being that my oldest brother had tuberculosis, and the government said, anybody that has a sibling with TB, go to Arizona, where the air is good, instead of going to Arkansas where it's swamp. So there was one whole block of people from Gila River went to Arizona. But the good old government didn't send our siblings. So at that time I was bitter against the government. They put us in camp. Then they said they would send us to Arizona if my brother could be sent there. No, they didn't. So that's why we're here.
When you were in camp then, did the Buddhist ministers, were they allowed in the same camp? So for Sunday school,
Yes.
they
officiated the service? You had Sunday service still?
In fact, he was a Reverend Kimura in our camp, yeah, so, which is good. Yeah.
Were they able to bring like the Obutsudan?
No,
It's,
we didn't, because that was too bulky. So, all we brought was what we can carry. Yeah, that's sad.
but you would continue the Sunday service as far as chanting
Yes,
and
Dharma
the
talk.
Dharma talk. Yes,
It's the same thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. That experience, comparing that experience in camp, then attending service in camp, and then attending service when you got out of camp. Can you explain the feelings
Yeah.
that you had?
Well, yeah. In 1944, when we were in camp, my dad was getting stir crazy. Yeah, so he said, "Well, I gotta get out of here." And I said, "Dad, the war's coming down slowly, so we may get to go back to Stockton. So let's hang on." I said, "No, I gotta go right now." So we left camp. When we left camp, the government gave us $25 to each of us, plus a train ticket to Alamosa, Colorado. So we rode the train to Alamosa. And the fella that met us there was Mr. Yoshida. He was one of the people that came from Hiroshima to the Stockton Delta to work on the farm, just like my dad. He came when he was 16 years old, not knowing a word of English. I give him credit for that. And naturally at the camp, it's all Japanese, so they spoke Japanese. So they got to meet each other. And I don't know how Mr. Yoshida got our address in camp, but somehow he did. He sent a letter to my dad, "Come to Alamosa." So my dad said, "Okay, let's go." The kids were against it, but we had no control. So we rode the train to Alamosa, and then at the train station, Mr. Yoshida met us, took us to his home. We had dinner there, and my dad and then chit-chatted, and then the Yoshida family, they had 12 kids, so we were mingling with them. And then finally says, "We'll take you to your house." It was a mile down the Waverly Road. And we went in. I was looking for the switch for the light. There was no electricity, no water, outhouse. Camp life was much better. Yeah, so that's where we stayed. And I think he used us for labor. We got 50 cents an hour, but they deducted 25 cents an hour because we ate lunch and dinner at their house. Well, that's the way it goes.
So your entire family was able to go
Yeah.
with, how long did you stay there in Alamosa?
Oh my gosh. I was there till I got drafted. That's 50. Yeah, 50. So that was quite a long time. So that's from 44 to 1950. 16 years. But in that valley, there was a 30 evacuee family in that whole valley. And one particular family was a favorite Geronimo's family. Yeah, so we had a baseball team, so he heard about us, so can we join? Sure. So I played baseball with Fibber and his brother Truck. When Fibber was pitching, when he got tired, Truck would come up to pitch and Fibber would go catch. Up to that time, our percentage of win-loss was horrible. But since then, we had 100% victories here. So Fibber and Truck sure made a difference. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is a wonderful memory
Yeah.
and experience.
Oh, may I tell you one more thing? Alamos, Colorado is a cold place. So we had a minister from Denver come down once a month to make all the circles. But in the wintertime, you won't come because the road condition is bad. So one of the older Nisei took over as a church minister. So we were going along, and then his father came up to me and said, Tsudama, why don't you take over as a minister? I looked at him, okay, I said, and then I said, why did I say okay? Well, Saturday night, I stayed up mostly all night trying to write a story. And then next morning, 10 o'clock, I ran at Kansho. And then we started the service. I started a journey light chanting, and everybody followed. And that was great. And then after that, I got up and gave a talk in English. Then I noticed there was a lot of issues there, so I also taught them Japanese. And that went well, but the Ishii understood it. And that was my ministry experience, yeah.
How fortunate for the people to get to hear your Dharma message as a minister. And so, how many services did you?
I did twice.
You did it twice.
And then Springwood came early, so it was good. Rode the past most of the river and come out from Denver drove down, which is good.
So when you were in Alamosa, then, during the winter you wouldn't have a minister, but then during the other times you would have a minister. So, and you would once a month. So you had service once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Once a month there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because during the spring and summertime, we're all farmers, so we're working. So even if we opened up the church, there won't be many people coming to farming, but a big income producer.
That's wonderful. And so then you said then you moved to Fresno after the war. Then
No,
to 1950,
I got
1954.
drafted,
Oh,
and when I got drafted, they shipped me up to Denver for the physical. And I went to each doctor. And then at the end, he says, Mrs. Dama, you're defective. You're a 4F. I said, thank you, and I went home. And I said, why am I 4F? You're flat foot. I said, okay. Again, I said, thank you, and went home. Yeah. So,
And you went home to where?
well, also.
To
And then, but when the Korean War came on, they were short of manpower. So they reclassified me 1A, sent me to Denver again for the physical. This time the captain stood in front of me, check, you're 1A. that. Then I got drafted. And my military life began. So, it was a good experience for me. Everywhere we went, we were climbing up and down the mountainside. And then one day, the captain says, I was a patrol squad leader, so Tsudama, take your squad and go up here. I said, okay, and I went up there, and I got a piece of paper and jotted down where all the enemies were located. And then I came on down and handed it to my captain. He said, who told you to do this? Oh, nobody did. I just did it on my, oh, very good. And he liked me. And as we went along, he got transferred to battalion, and I was on the line company. And when he went down to battalion, he said, Touche, I want you to come down with me. Captain, I got 13 points, one more point, and I get to go home. Don't believe that. You're staying here till your time is up. So next day, the battalion commander came down. Tsudama? Yes, sir. Birch wants you down. I said, yes, sir. And I got off the front line, went to battalion, which was the best move I ever made. I got off the line company, went down to headquarters. That saved my butt. Because I didn't have to go out and shoot anybody and all that. So.
And where exactly were you?
In Korea. Our division was located on the east side of Korea by Japan Sea. And then all the big fighting was going on the west side. So I left out again.
Well, we thank you for your service.
Thank
We
you.
thank you for your service.
That was my life.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that you came to Fresno, and you said in 1954 you started here at the Fresno Betsurin, and now every week you come
Yes.
to Dharma service. What makes you come every Sunday to the Fresno Betsurin to service? Every Sunday you are here.
Well, I think I come to listen to the Dhamma mainly. One of these days it'll go here and it'll stop in my brain. And then the other is that I socialize. I think socializing keeps you going. That's why I'm 98. In April I'll be 99. So that's the biggest. So Dharma class, and so that's the reason I come. And I don't regret it. I have fun, talk to people. Yeah.
Well, you make our lives so much better, so much joyful, truly.
Oh, thank you.
We thank you. We thank you.